Hey everyone, I'm Brandon and this is the Booster Boyz channel. Today we're going to be opening 2 more of our PSA submissions that we just received. If you haven't yet, we opened the bulk submissions from this overall submission a few videos ago. I'll put a link in the description below. But these ones are cards that valued anywhere from $100 to $500 graded. And we just happened to receive these back a few days later, but let's get into it. And I've got the pop reports pulled up, and I've even got our sheets to know who they are because these consist of Reed, Bobby, and my own cards. So with that being said, let's get into it. Get my camera going down here. But first off, we have a first edition Zapdos from Base Unlimited. No, from Fossil, my mistake. I don't know why I was thinking this was the German one that Bobby had sent. No, this is English. So this is, ignore all that. This is a first edition Zapdos from Fossil, and this is Bobby's. And I wanna say, I wanna say this gets an 8, but for Bobby's sake, I hope it gets higher. Oh, in a mint, or excellent to mint 6. Yeah, I mean, these cards are old and I know these weren't packed fresh. Hopefully Bobby's happy with that grade. Let's move on to, okay, so this is Reed's. This is a Reshiram and Charizard Rainbow GX from Unbroken Bonds. And this, you know, newer cards grade a lot easier, as most of you know, but this thing's actually really clean. I think this can get a Gem Mint 10, and I hope it does for Reed's sake. So, and it does, a Gem Mint 10 Rainbow Full Art Reshiram and Charizard. Congrats, Reed, that's awesome. We'll put that over there. I don't know how many there are, but I have the pop report mainly pulled up for base, holo, and rocket. So, and here I believe, so we had 2 Charizards in 2 separate orders. So I believe this one's Reed's, and it's pretty mint. I actually bought his other base holo Charizard and submitted it at the same time, which this one probably will get a better grade than mine. But I think Reed could definitely pull an 8 or higher with this, so let's see what we got. And we do get an 8. So a near mint to mint 8, Base Unlimited holographic Charizard. I think Reed would be pretty happy with this grade. And then let's move on to the next. None of my cards have appeared. And this one is Reed, so Bobby and Reed both submitted Rocket First Edition Dark Charizards. So this one is Reed's. It's clean. I'm gonna say a 7 just based on comparing it to that Charizard that we just saw got an 8. I'm gonna say 7. Oh, and I'm glad I was wrong because this got a mint 9. So it must have been something in the holograph, like in the holo that I don't see, but because I kind of mainly went off the backs of these. There's more whitening on the dark, not much I guess, now that I compare them side by side, but still, great grade. Reed will be stoked on that. And then we have a Dark Dragonite First Edition. This is also Reed's. Yes. And this thing's really clean, but I'm saying 9, mint 9. And it gets a near mint to mint 8. Still an awesome grade for this card. I don't believe it was packed fresh. I think he's had this for a while, so pretty good grade for a non-packed fresh card. And then we have a Yugioh card in here that Reed submitted. I don't know anything about Yugioh, so if you guys can chime in the comments, feel free to do so. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation on this, but we got a Gaia Dragon Champ from Legend Blue Eyes in its first edition. I don't know. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say a 6 or a 7. Oh, and a near mint 8. So that's good that I was wrong. Apparently this card has some significant value, and that's why Reed has it, because he's not really a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy either. But think he'll be stoked on that too, because he knew it was kind of rough sending it in. So, and now we are on to Bobby's. Yeah, so now we're on to the second submission. We had to break these into two so their cards wouldn't get mixed up. But yes, we're now on to Bobby's Dark Dragonite, first edition as well, just like Reed's. I think, what did Reed's get? I gotta see what Reed's got. Reed's got an 8. I want to say this gets an 8 as well for Bobby. Yeah, let's go 8. And it does, a near mint 8 for, so we got 2 Rocket Dark Dragonites in first edition, both 8s. So that's awesome. Okay, and then this is my Charizard. I never pulled one of these as a kid. So when Reed had it, I was like, I'm gonna buy this thing. It's pretty clean. Not as clean as Reed's, but I could see it's minimal differences. I could see this getting an 8 as well, and I hope it does. And it does. It gets a near mint 8. So I'm stoked on that, because I was afraid it was gonna get like a 7 or one grade below Reed's, whatever his got, and it gets a 7. But I think the next 2 cards in this are the ones I'm most excited for. The anticipation has been unreal, and these are both pack fresh cards that I pulled. But I have a holo first edition Fossil Articuno, and I'm praying this thing can get a 9. This thing is like flawless on the back, and the front is flawless as well. Let's hope we can get a gem mint 10. Oh, and a mint 9, but I'm still stoked on this because I pulled this. It's pack fresh. I don't know, there's just some there's like a different connection when you pull it yourself and grade it yourself rather than just buying it and grading, or buying it already graded. But yeah, I'm stoked about that. I've got another one. I'm hoping, if I had to pick one of them to be a gem mint 10, I'm hoping it's this one, and I think this one's even cleaner. I don't know how, you know what, actually before I do that, how often or how many 9 of the Articunos are out there? Articuno first edition. So there's 657 9s and 122 10s, so I mean the odds weren't in my favor. And before we look at this Lapras, I want to see the statistics on that. Oof, there's 95 10s and 613 9s. So, oh, did I just see it? I hope I didn't. Oh, and a mint 9 as well. But I'm still stoked. This is still literally the card. I can see there being little flaws on the back, but really nothing major. You know what? The centering is not like, the centering's better on the Articuno, I think, but not by much. But still, both awesome cards, both 9. I'm stoked. Can't believe there's that many of those out there, and there's not even 110s. That'd be a cool card to own. Next, we've got, oh, this will be a fun one. This is Bobby's Shiny Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. I submitted both of mine as well to PSA before, but I still haven't gotten them back. I think Bobby's, honestly, the only real concern on these, to me at least, in my opinion, are the centering. That's like these cards are so fresh and so clean from the newer sets. I feel like it's basically comes down to centering. And Gem Mint 10, so congrats Bobby on that. A Gem Mint 10 Full Art Shiny Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. And then this is Bobby's as well. It's a Mewtwo and Mew Rainbow Full Art GX from Unified Minds. Centering, it's a little off top to bottom. This could get a 9, but I hope it gets a 10 from my boy Bobby. And it does, a Gem Mint 10, so congrats Bobby on that. Let me just walk you guys through what we received. So here's Bobby's. We got the Mewtwo and Mew Rainbow Full Art GX from Unified Minds. We got the Shiny Charizard. We've got the first edition Dark Dragonite. And we got the first edition Zapdos. And then I'm gonna go through Reed's. We got the Yu-Gi-Oh card that I know nothing about. You know, it's hard to hold a lot of slabs up like that. We got the first edition Dark Dragonite. We got the first edition Dark Charizard. We've got the Charizard from Base Unlimited. And we've got the Reshiram and Charizard Rainbow Full Art GX from Unbroken Bonds. And then for me, we've got the first edition Lapras, the first edition Articuno, and the Charizard. And I'm really stoked on the Charizard, because I was like, this will probably get something lower. But man, I wonder if it's worth sending these in for review. If I had to pick one, I don't even know which is which right now, just looking at the backs. I mean, they're both really clean. Maybe the Lapras is like a tiny bit cleaner, but the Articuno's got better centering. It could even came down to centering, really. I don't know, but regardless, I'm stoked on how these came out, and can't wait to unbox some more PSA returns with you guys. So thanks for watching.